Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Did you
Congrats
get?
on this.
Thanks so much.
I have to tell you, when I first heard you were doing this, the first thing I thought of is what I'm looking at now is your smile. You have this great smile.
Oh, thanks
And
so
I know
much.
people love to look at it and everything you do. Talk about the kind of that persona you have and that enthusiasm you bring to projects and how that's going to carry into the Spirit Awards.
I'm very grateful for that. I have to thank my dad for that because that's all him. That's within my soul because he's a smiley guy, he's a people pleaser. He wants to make everyone happy and smile. And I think that is in me and that's a real gift to get to have and I love to share that. I think that's the core of being a host. So I'm really happy to share that with you. Thanks.
What can we expect with the show, with your work on this and the virtual nature of it, and what put into words what we can expect from the Independent Spirit Awards this year?
Well, it's pre-tape, which I kind of prefer because there's time editing each piece, So in a lot of the pieces I'm doing, obviously, a real sweet monologue of hilarious jokes. And there's a mix of great things that I'd love to do. I was like being myself for the monologue, uh, and then a lot of impressions and singing impression and a singing bit, music. So it's a nice just what everything I love to do and to entertain people, and I think that's going to be really cool to share.
And you have those amazing abilities and talent to be able to sing like you do and to be able to do impressions like no one else out there right now, to bring all that to the table for a hosting gig. It seems like a dream situation for everyone involved.
Yes, you made a lot of sense. At first, when I heard I'm going to host the Independent, I was like, really me? And then once I pieced everything together, like, oh yeah, actually, bring it on. I want to do more of this. It's so fun, and I can't wait to have an audience too. We brought in the crew though for one of the monologue tapings, so there's some good laughs in there too.
Okay, good.
Hopefully use that footage because that's what a difference from being alone in front of the camera and then having people there. It's just we just need the connection as humans.
Yeah, how much do you miss that? I know you're going to be getting back up on stage this year and bringing
Yeah,
bringing your work to audiences across the country. How important is that for you as an actor, as a comedian, to be able to share that with a live audience?
it's everything for me. I'm healing people while at the same time I'm healing myself. That's how I like to. I know that's corny, but it's true. It feels like this is what I'm here for, and it makes me feel so good.
Yeah, yeah. How much do you love these films? Do you love independent film? How much of these films were you familiar with? Talk about the joy of celebrating film this year.
Well, it's cool. It's mainly all indie films, especially when, for the Oscars as well, because all the big time places were like, well, we don't want to release it. But then the indie movies are now the main ones. And there's so many, they're so good. Um, yeah, I'm excited for all of them. Thankfully, early on, the Independent Spirit Awards, they gave me all the screeners. So I got to watch quite a few. Um, and I just think there's some heavy topics in movies and amazing actors and a lot of great diversity. So I think it's going to be sweet. It's really good stuff this year.
Yeah, talk about diversity and representation.
Yeah.
When you were cast on SNL, that was a big deal at the time. It still is a big deal to have that kind of representation on the show.
It's funny when I got the show, that didn't even occur in my mind. I was like, oh, people pointed it out. I was like, oh yeah, I guess. And then yeah, I wear it. It's an honor, and I'm really proud. And I hope to see more Latinx. Yes, I say Latinos, Latinas, but
Right.
okay. But no, but it's really special, and I hope I do a great job at representing. I do my best. Um, yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. Talk about Latin representation in general. I come from a house, my wife is Latina and she's in television as well. So, of course, I have Latin kids. That's
Yeah.
important in our family and into media. How do you see that evolving this year in the future? How much of that do you pay attention to? How important is that to you?
I mean, I want to see more, but I think it's definitely getting better. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, yeah,
But it is very important to me.
yeah. Talk about your year after the Spirit Awards. You have a new book. I know you're.
Wait, hold on. You got a doggy, huh?
I do.
Mm,
Hey, bud, that's Melissa.
Aw,
He likes watching some of these.
I love it. What you mentioned, my book.
You have a book and you're hitting the road. You have a great year to come after this week. Just talk about how excited you are for the rest of the year.
Oh, I'm excited, and it's so cool that it's all happening at the same time. Just because people could see me at the Spirit Awards, and they may be like, you know what, I would love to see her live. Well, great news, I'm going on tour. Uh, it's special because the special I'll be driving cross country with my doggy and documenting it along the way and performing at a bunch of comedy clubs. And what'll feel really good, I think, the most is I'm donating amount of the proceeds to the comedy clubs for the ticket sales because
Nice.
I care about so many of these clubs and they've had me and take great care of me through the years. So yeah, it's only right fair. So yeah, and then the book. It's cool how they all it just connects so well. The book is like kind of a self-help book with a lot of my personal art, which could be very sensitive and vulnerable, and then some stories and some silly things of just how to get in touch with your own best friend self and your loony side. And that's what I love to share the most. So that's so cool to put that all in a book.
Awesome. And what other films do you have in the works in terms of other projects and TV and things like that? While we have you, you can tell us about that you may be excited about.
Well, I don't have any TV movie things, but I do have like a movie outline kind of based on my life and certain stories and family upbringing. So yeah, that would be next. I think right this year it's about Spirit Awards and the stand-up, getting my stand-up special out there and my book. So,
Great. That's good stuff. And I want to get your take on Pete Davidson playing Joey Ramone. I don't know how familiar you are with that, but he was announced he's been playing Joey Ramone in a Netflix movie.
Yeah,
For that.
I love that. That's so cool. That's actually something I was thinking for myself. Like I would love to do a biopic of like a musician.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.